Hi, it's Melissa. In this video, I plan on talking about the top 5 benefits I have found to being blind. A lot of people will say that I have a great outlook to being totally blind and living with my disabilities, and I will admit that, yeah, I do. But I will also confess that I still have my moments of being human and being depressed and getting discouraged and frustrated about things. But I will also admit that those episodes are a lot less severe than they used to be 12 years ago when I first lost my sight. It's taken me most of that time to change my mental viewpoint on things and how I go about stuff, and does not fixate so much on what I can no longer do and what I can do and what is available to me now that I am blind, compared to, a lot of the stuff I had to worry about that when I could see, and now I don't. Number 5 is everything to do with driving. I used to love to drive when I could see. I was a very good driver. I still miss it at times, not as much as I used to when I first lost my sight, but yeah, I miss it when I think about it. I've had friends offer to help me drive, but it's just not the same. I wouldn't have the same control. I had a very good hand and eye coordination, but since my eyes don't work anymore, it just doesn't work. The only time I think I would do that was if I was in a demolition derby, which really sounds fun. Anyway, the benefits to that are 3. I don't have to pay car insurance. I don't have to have a car. I don't have a car payment. And number 3, I don't have to deal with stupid drivers. I don't see them, so I don't have to deal with them. Number 4 has to do with food. I can't see ads. I can't see product placement or pretty packaging that try to entice you to buy stuff. I don't watch much TV and I don't listen to the radio, so I don't hear those ads. When I'm swiping through my phone, ads will identify themselves as ads, so I just swipe on through them and I don't pay much attention to them. If I don't interact with something on a somewhat regular basis, people, my clothes, food, I forget they exist. When I am shopping, I generally am shopping with a friend who eats healthy, so they don't always point that stuff out to me. Sometimes though, I will have a light bulb moment and I will remember things. Like lately, I'm remembering Flaming Hot Cheetos and ice cream bars. Yes, I really like the ice cream bars that I had. Anyway, another benefit to that is I can't see food, and so when I get depressed or I get bored, I don't run to food because I don't see. Number 3 has to do with fashion and its trends. When I could see, I didn't really care very much, and now that I can't see, I care even less. When it comes to something like influencers or the Kardashians, I think that they're pretty stupid and don't make much sense. I would rather base my opinions of what to wear or like or try from people who I trust, who know me and my personality and have a good idea of what will look good on me. Like my friend Lisa, who picked this outfit out for me. I don't know if you can see the pants, but they're like some skinny jeans with that are distressed. I feel them. And this shirt, I would never have really picked this out for myself. But the bulk of my clothes I get from my friend Marissa. She dresses me good. Our shopping excursions usually are me following along behind her while she picks things out and loads me up, and then afterwards I go into the dressing room, and for about 10-15 minutes I'm trying everything on, and then we wheel down to what I'm gonna buy, and that's it. I think she dresses me good because I'm comfortable and I feel nice and I get compliments, which I make sure to relay to her so that she knows that she is doing a good job. The other person who I rely on for my fashion or whatever is my sister Angie. I will ask her if something matches, if certain shoes would go with it, because her fashion sense is more current than mine. Mine is from 2007, which was the last time I actually saw, and it's a little outdated. Since she's my sister, I will also reflexively argue with her. So yes, I do argue with sighted people, but especially my sister, because it's habit. If you have any questions about my clothes, please feel free to leave those in the comments and I will answer them. Otherwise, I can go on and on about how I organize my clothes and know what to wear and what goes with what. Number 2 are the resources available to you as a blind person. Some of them are instant and some of them take a little bit more extra work, but all of them you can't get if you aren't blind. For instance, school. It's taken me 11 years to get where I'm at when it comes to starting school. I still have a ways to go. If you have any questions about that, add them in the comments because that could take forever. I will say though that if I try to go back when I first lost my sight, or the few years after that when I had tried again, I wasn't ready for it. I believe everything is within God's timing. I hadn't met the right people yet to help me progress to where I am at right now. When it comes to instant Bookshare, yay. NLS Bard. When I heard about that, I was like, Homer Simpson with donuts. You know how that goes? Donuts, yeah. Yeah, I'm a Koopa, whatever. But I was very excited about that because I loved the libraries. I loved going to the bookstore, and now I can do my browsing at home, and I don't have to worry about the space where to put them all. Text files and MP3s don't take up much room. So that's happiness right there. The other thing I love is audio description for like movies and TV shows. Even my sighted friends enjoy listening to the audio description tracks for movies because they can listen to them in the car. It tells them what's going on. I watched the entire Marvel, whatever. I watched them all, and what I love about audio description tracks is that they tell you who is talking, even if you have no clue who the character is. Like the sighted people wouldn't know who that was. The audio description track tells you. I know. I watched a movie which was a favorite movie of mine, and I've watched a bajillion times. And when I listened to it with the audio track, I picked up on some stuff I missed. Number one for me is the fact that I can no longer tell if somebody's staring at me or not. I used to weigh 240 pounds, and I was very self-conscious and always worried if somebody was staring at me. It was to the point where I wouldn't even leave the house other than to go to my car, to work, or to the grocery store. I was always afraid of walking somewhere by myself. I'm still that way, but I don't know. I'm working on it. But for the most part, out of sight, out of mind totally works for me. When it comes to walking somewhere by myself, I don't know. I'm still not that good at it. I will admit though that if I'm walking the dog, I don't care as much. Because if I look stupid, it's because the dog, totally the dog's fault. This past Saturday, I took the dogs for a walk for the first time in a few years. I took my dog Cooper, who's about 80 pounds, and my dad's dog Shira, who's about 30 pounds. We live on a corner lot, and I usually walk from one corner to the other corner. And another reason I really don't like to walk the neighborhood is because low-hanging tree branches smacking me in the face, or the fact that people don't always pick up after the dogs. And yeah, anyway, I got to the corner and I was like, screw it, I might as well see if I can go around the block. So we got about 3 houses down, and I got into a driveway, and the dogs disoriented me a little bit. And I usually sweep with my cane if I feel grass on one side, and close to the other way I feel grass, I know that is the sidewalk. Well, they had me up the driveway some, so when I had done that, I thought it was a sidewalk, but it was actually the path up to the house. I didn't know that part until I get up farther, and I started feeling something along my right, and then I started feeling it towards the front of me, and then I heard the dogs in the house barking. So I was like, it's time to backtrack and take the freaking dogs home. So I did. Another good point about not being able to see people looking at me or not is at workout. I don't care if I look stupid. I don't care as much as if I'm going slower than people or faster than people. Another thing is my appearance. As long as I'm wearing clothes picked out by people I trust, and I'm mostly comfortable, or I am comfortable and I mostly match. I'm pretty sure I match when I put things together, like my jewelry or whatever. Also, if I feel like my hair is good looking, well, since I cut my hair, I don't care as much because I don't have very much upkeep with it. For those of you who can't see me, I have very short hair, to the point where when I use the Seeing AI app to identify a picture of me, sometimes it says I'm a man. But Tuesday, I dyed my hair blue, to where the roots are darker blue, and then it fades out to lighter blue towards the tips. I don't know. I turned 40 on Monday. Maybe it was that. I don't know. It just happened to be that I was going to the salon the next day with a friend of mine. So I was like, why not do it? So I did it. But yeah, I'm happy about that. I'm happy I'm not worried too much about what people look like, what, you know, people's expressions or whatever when they look at me. Apparently though, some people do stare at me because I'm blind, and I don't know about that unless somebody tells me, because like I said, out of sight, out of mind. Those are 5 benefits of being blind that I found. There are more, but those were the first 5 I thought of when I had this video in mind. If you have your own, please leave them in the comments in hopes that anybody who watches this video can benefit from learning them too. I know mine have come from about 12 years of experience and working on changing my mental viewpoint for things. And if it will benefit anybody who's newly blind or anybody who's been blind for a while, I would love for that to be possible. If you liked this video, please hit like for me, and if you want to see more from me, hit subscribe. Other than that, thank you if you watched all the way through, and you have a great rest of the day.